Oh. That doesn't make any sense. I have no idea how this happened. Hey, it's Matt with Schematical, and today I've got a treat for you. Actually, no, all my experiments have been going horribly wrong recently, but it's funny. So yeah, you can turn it off right now because not much is going on in this video. No, I'm kidding. We're teaching AI how to do image recognition, and it's kind of just as an inspirational thing. There was a famous inventor, and it wasn't me, that's for sure, because I'm not famous and barely can call myself an inventor. I just tack stuff together. It might have been Thomas Edison. He tried thousands of times to invent what he was trying to invent. At the end of the day, he finally got to work and he said, you know, what about all those thousands of failures? Well, I found 1,000 ways not to invent the light bulb. I should probably do research on this or cut this, but I'm not gonna. So without further ado, I'm gonna get right to it. I reran the simulation with 250 training epochs. Wait a minute, did I? What did I run it at? I reran the training with about over 1,000 images in there and several hundred epochs of initial training, and I believe 55 tuning epochs and a batch size of 256. And here's the results I got. So you can see there's a green box that's barely around them, and sometimes it's pretty far off. But the interesting thing is to watch it. So this one's on. Watch it kind of move around as it goes up. It follows him, it tracks him to an extent, so it may be finding the horizontal, but not the vertical. See, there it goes, same, it moved over just a bit. This also could potentially be a scaling issue. I should look into that. See, it moves just slightly, it doesn't quite, no. So now it's over here, it doesn't really find him, but it's got him vertically still. Now it's lost him. Now it's pretty spot on, but that could be luck. Lost him. It's even got smaller for some reason there. So it is adjusting based on the screen. This one's close. See, it's following him a little bit, then it gets lost again. Eventually I want to make it so I don't just have to hit buttons. I'm using the fast buttons, Q and E. But it does track him around the screen kind of here. He walked into it. That's interesting there. It goes from there and then it jumps over and his position doesn't move, but the screen does. Then it jumps back to him. Now it's spot on right there. That's 3 in a row. It's 3 frames in a row. I've gone forward and backward now. And it sticks with them. And then it gets confused there. Pretty fascinating to see how it jumps around. It's close to him. Close. Here's another one. See, I don't know what the difference between this frame and that frame is really. But they're still very close. This one's just all over the place, guessing. Found him eventually. This one's way off. Oop, it got back on there. Way off. Way off. Actually, that's close. Close. You'd think that this would be easier to do. It's like the only thing of that color green in the middle. It is struggling. I have a feeling there's a way to restructure the Tensorflow neural net so it more focuses on the 8-bit color scheme. That probably would make training a whole lot faster if I could just figure out what those colors are and classify based on the original color scheme of the NAS. That one's close. Way off, way off. Close. Way off. And it got smaller again. Why does it get smaller when he goes through the top door? Now it's big again. It's even bigger than him, bigger than the normal box would be. Close. Way off. It's getting closer. But oh, I'd say it looked like he walked into it, but it's following him there. And just not following him at all. Let's see if it does the same thing with this piece of Triforce as the last one. It's on, it's on. I have a feeling I'm cycling through the same images I already looked at. Quite fascinating. What I should do is just train a single scene at full frames per second, because I'm doing it at like 2 frames per second right now, and so at full frames that might be way better. Talking here to one of my awesome mods, Cold Embrace, who made a great suggestion that we should use the nearest neighbor algorithm. I did some Googling and found this nice algorithm on Stack Overflow that I popped into here. So let's see if that works. Not quite. I guess it's rotating it for some reason. It looks very clean though. Not at all what I was hoping for. Okay, let's try this again. This needs to be set to 0. Here we go. That's not quite it. Also, the scale doesn't seem to work right when I scale. Okay, this one actually looks, besides the prediction that's way off, this one actually looks like it's trying to render it properly. So I have no idea what's going on. It's trying. It's just not there yet. Okay, I tried it again and it's actually trying to make a prediction on this one. I forgot that I was loading the model. It actually thinks it can predict where Link is based off of this. Now it's doing it twice. What's happening here is that I'm converting the canvas into an array. Yeah, an array, a 1D array from the buffer, and then I'm trying to set the correct pixel based on this, and the width, the destination width is not even close to matching up with what this is. So I was using somebody else's code. I just need to finish ripping out their code because it wasn't quite up to where I needed to be. I'm getting there. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about this one. Let's see what happens here. It's awful. It's horrific. No idea why it's doing this. Alright, like 50th time's the charm, right? Here we go. Wow. I'm not even sure what I'm looking at. It's smaller than the normal shape, but here we go. Well, we're back to this double image again. That doesn't make any sense. I have no idea how this happened. Alright, here goes another try. See ya. Not even close. I have no idea what it's even rendering. It seems I'm doing pretty good at making pretty colors. Yeah, pretty colors. Not quite sure where I'm going with this, but it's pretty. Hey, we're getting there. Is that the actual size of the canvas? That is the actual size of the canvas. How's that look zoomed in? Not great. Oh well, I got an idea how to fix this using colors. Thank you, Cold Embrace, for hooking me up with this. We got the original Nintendo color palette. That way these little pixels that are just like an off brown, we can get rid of them. So that's good. We're making progress. Okay, I think I got it working on the scaling, and I added some color correction now. So what you're going to see here is there's kind of two sides of it. The right side without color correction and the left side with color correction. And it does a pretty good job of correcting some of the stuff that you can see in the background if you look really close. Along the edges, it's from the compression of the video, it still got some issues there. But hopefully the color correction, being it's one of the original, I think it's 56 colors that NES used, it'll make it easier for the Tensorflow neural net to figure out what to do with it. Fingers crossed. And just for fun, I tried to run it to see what would happen if I tried to find the color furthest from the truth. And I got something like this. It's all over the place. Alright, so it's been a few days, and I went back to the basics. So a lot of this was based off of these TensorFlow TSJS examples. And the one that they had running was this one here. This is directly from their servers, and you can use their pre-trained model to test. And so what I tried doing is I went back to the basics and I added in another shape. So you got your triangles, you got your rectangles, and now you've got this really wonky pentagon that I kind of just threw in there. You can see it doesn't do as well with the pentagon, but there's some issue. You see there's no longer a predicted class there, because evidently they were going like, if it was below 0, it was a triangle. If it was above 0, it was a rectangle, and giving it in the value of a third value doesn't seem to work with it. So I don't think this is the way to go. So the guys in Discord are telling me, try a different method. It does still kind of find it though, which explains why it's struggling when I get back to Link, but it's still way off. So lots more work to do on this one. I think that'll probably wrap it up for this video though. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm Matt with Schematical again. If you feel like supporting me as I power through these painful failures to get to the successes, check us out on Patreon. Give us a like, subscribe, share one of my other videos. Maybe if this one goes viral, I don't know what I'll do. I'll shave my head. This video gets 100,000 likes or whatever. Sure, I'll shave my head. Please, let this one not go viral. Alright, thanks everybody for watching. We'll do better next time. It seems I'm doing pretty good at making pretty colors. Yeah, pretty colors. Not quite sure where I'm going with this, but it's pretty.